Labour Party press conference titled Labour Party Not Available as a Tool for Rebellion by Nenadi Usman Caretaker Committee. INEC must reject this group of rebels. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the press. I welcome you all to the press conference. In the last couple of weeks and days, we have taken a closer examination of unfolding events in our dear party, Labour Party. But the kernel of this press conference this afternoon is to call the attention to the witting and unwitting action which we have considered a threat to our party chances in 2027. During the meeting of the Unconstitutional Care Committee member in Abuja, we found the actions and utterances of some of the people to be less than civil. Someone like Governor Otti was threatening the party and its officials with doomsday and that it will definitely come to pass. And the other, Datti, was just behaving like a garage boy, claiming President Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration is questionably constitutional at this stage. We want to let Nigeria know that Labour Party wishes to express our disappointment with the leadership of INEC, who on one hand handed over certificate of return to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but now want to hand over Labour Party to the same group who still maintain that President Tinubu administration is illegal. Chapter 6, Part 3, Section 223 of the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria 1 stated that the Constitution and rule of political party shall provide for periodical election on democratic basis for the principal officers and members of the executive committee. For the purpose of this section, that is sub 2, election of officers and members of the executive committee of the party shall be deemed to be periodical only if it is made at regular interval and not exceeding 4 years. It is crystal clear here that the Constitution does not recognize any caretaker except one that is democratically elected. Also, Chapter 1, Part 1, Section 1 of the Constitution speaks about the supremacy of the Nigerian Constitution. That the Constitution is supreme and its provision shall be binding force on authority and person throughout the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And that Section 3 says, if any other law is inconsistent with the provision of the Constitution shall prevail and other law shall, to the extent of inconsistency, be void. The INEC regulation cannot supersede the Electoral Act nor the Constitution. And because the INEC chairman even have the audacity to give audience to those groups who believe Nigeria doesn't have a legitimate president. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud, is thereby advised not to be intimidated by those seeking to legitimize their mission in destabilizing democracy with LP as a political party. We unrepentantly affirm our belief in one indivisible Nigeria, and all of them, including Governor Otti, Mr. Peter Obi, Senator Datti, Baba Ahmed, Senator Ume, Darlington Wokocha, Honorable Ogene, Senator Nenadi Usman, must be reminded that our party will not be used as a tool for rebellion against democracy and constitutional administration. It is totally undemocratic to assume their position. You claim to have a Supreme Court judgment that favored you, and yet you you are still considering the same Supreme Court that affirmed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu election as illegitimate. This is treasonous. Must you be complaining about 2023 president election now when another election is coming in 2027? Or we should be focused on how we are going to have the presidency in 2027. To us, the Otti group are engaging in distractions. With that type of statement, both should be placed under security surveillance before it turns out to another thing. We will never allow Labour Party to be used as a tool for rebellion, and they should not present us as a rebellious group. Again, we want to allow Nigerians and the security agencies of the disturbing imminent chaos the Nigerian Labour Congress, NSC under the leadership of Comrade Ajero, want to force on the nation, and the NSC is desperately trying to use our party, Labour Party, to execute the odious agenda. You will recall in a press release dated April 8, 2025, and signed by the president of NSC, he directed the leadership of NSC across the 36 states of the Federation to violently repossesses all offices of Labour Party nationwide. Comrade Ajero also stated that Labour Party stakeholder will issue necessary directive to that effect in a constitutional democracy. This threat or move by the NSC president to take over Labour Party secretariat in all 36 states of Nigeria and FCT could lead to chaos, breakdown of law and order. If Otti, a governor, is threatening the executive of a party with dooms, does he want to burn down the party secretariat and turn the secretariat into a war zone as they threaten? Have they forgotten that the federal government of Nigeria may exercise power to shut down all our party secretariat and function of Labour Party as a reason for their justification? Our stand is clear. Enough of threat and attack on Supreme Court judgment. Enough of threat to take over the party secretariat. Enough of threat against the federal government of Nigeria. Enough of threat about ending democracy and promoting conduct likely to cause breach of peace. Lastly, we wish to remind them all, Governor Lesoti, Nenadi Usman Babadati Ahmed, Senator Ume, and Comrade Ajero, and all those that attended the legal meeting that Section 41 of the Nigerian Criminal Code Act outlined several other constitutional felonies. Their conduct amounted to a threat of removing the president or governor through non-constitutional means, and this includes inciting violence and any other action to disrupt the orderly succession and removal of the president. Levying war against Nigeria to compel the president to change policy or intimidate the National Assembly. This involves use of force to disrupt government operation, instigating foreign invasion, expressing intention through overt acts. This required a person not to only from intention to commit treasonable felony, but also take concrete steps to carry out their plan. Therefore, the national security are hereby advised to beef security around the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the National Assembly, and all other government agencies, and to begin profiling all those that attended the illegal meeting and all persons involved in the threat and treasonable act against the federal government of Nigeria. We also urge the Economic and Financial Crime Commission to open investigation into the abandoned probe of the 4.2 billion fraudulent conversion of Nigerian money against Senator Nenadi Usman. This matter has been left unattended to for over many years, We therefore call on the EFCC chairman to reopen that case so that they can stop. The leader of the team who are planning the rebellion can at least have a change of heart. Labour Party should be allowed to remain focused for the task of winning 2027 general election and not to be distracted by those who appear on the surface to be working for the party, but in reality they are planning rebellion against the democracy, against constitutional democracy, and against the present administration. We believe only in challenging this administration in the presidential election, governorship election slated for 2027. Any other means, any other constitutional means being promoted by this group loyal to Governor Otti and co is hereby rejected by Labour Party, and we, Labour Party, dissociate ourselves from any group of persons, and we are warning INEC not to join in the complicity of this group of persons marrying themselves as members of Labour Party, but their intention, Professor Mahmood, is that they want to unseat the president through insurrection and violent means, and that is unconstitutional.